So I'm a little bit melancholy, I guess, today. Yesterday was the Scotiabank Toronto Waterfront Marathon, and I ran the half with most of our Sam and my clinic, and it was their goal race. They've been working 16 weeks towards this, and it was a great day. It was perfect weather for running. They were all excited. It was great to see their progression for 16 weeks and to see that now they're actual runners, whereas the first day they were so paranoid about, making it to double digits. Every week was, I've never run this far, And to see them go across the finish line, or to meet them after the finish line or at breakfast, and to see how excited they were and how well they did and how they just met their expectations and went beyond them, because we had Sam's great idea that she borrowed from someone else, but it was a phenomenal idea, and I'm sorry that I kind of bashed it at first, but to have them write their goals on index cards, and so many of them underestimated themselves, and they blew them right out of the water yesterday. So many of them thought, I'll complete it in just under 3 hours, and so many of them came closer to 2 hours, which is phenomenal. But at the same time, that they had such great days. I had such a crappy day. I somehow managed to, let's go back a little bit. I was having a phenomenal race. I felt like I was back in shape, that I could get close to a 2:10 or under, because I was trying to pace myself for just a 2:15. A 2:15 would be phenomenal for me, and I thought that wouldn't be too fast or too slow. It would be just right, to be like the Three Bears. But something happened at around 13K where you turn around, and my right leg just, was like, you're not running anymore. This is painful. This is not cool. But I kept running like a buffoon. I did try and look for sort of medical people on the side, but I never really saw anyone. So I slowed down significantly enough to miss anywhere near my personal best. And I think my personal best for Scotia is 2:08. So 2:08, 2:10, 2:12, all blown out of the water. Bye-bye. 2:15 became less and less of a reality at 17 kilometers because I was wearing a pace band, which wasn't walk adjusted, and I was still doing 10 and 1s because I was in so much pain, and because I had taught everyone to do 10 and 1s, and I had to practice what I preach. But it was horrible, it was painful, and I was lucky to come in at 2:19, which, considering the amount of pain I was in, was still pretty damn good. And it was still pretty stupid. I tell people all the time that I want them to race for life and not for one day. And I couldn't take my own advice. I mean, granted, I did try and look around. I did try and spot someone, but I could have went to a volunteer and said, I need to tap out. I need someone to call a medic or whatever. But at the same time, there's some sort of pride in me, or some sort of stupidity or something that made me go on. So it's another one done, another medal that sits on a door handle that I don't really pay attention to, and another t-shirt that I'll probably wear in medium rotation as I run. But I've realized that it's more and more about everyone else and less about me. I can do these things. I can do them injured, obviously. I can do them healthy. I can have mediocre times no matter what. These are things that I can go out and do myself. And the important thing this year was I learned how to help other people reach their goal. And so whether or not I had a bad race, it was an amazing day, because although there were 109 people in our clinic, who knows how many of them actually raced. I'd have to go and look up all of them. But a large chunk of them, were accountable to those little cards and those little goals. And they met them, exceeded them, kicked their ass, kicked everyone else's ass, kicked their own ass. And the fact that I got to be a part of that, but even a small part of that, just by, giving them sunshine and lollipops and rainbows and kittens every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and and providing them support and encouragement, and sometimes a little bit of direction. I think that's phenomenal. And in a year and a half where I've really struggled with my self-confidence and self-esteem, that's something that I really needed. And so although they've been thankful to me, I'm so thankful to them for giving me that. So if any of them stalk my blog, which I'm sure some of them have, and hello, I have nothing but love, respect, and admiration for every one of you that crossed the finish line yesterday, because you're truly all my heroes, and I love you all.